This chicken red curry is great with hot rice and super easy to make. Sawadee krap and welcome back for another episode with Cook Thai with Moo. Today we'll be cooking the red curry or gang phet. Today I have chicken, so it's gang phet gai. It is one of the most easiest dish to make in Thai cuisine because mainly you only need these things. The other things is just optional. It's very nice to have, but you don't really have to have it. It's quite an easy dish, so let's just get starting. Let's start with the most optional thing in this dish. I have here the red chili. It's totally just for decoration. To me, it provides a little bit of spiciness too, but you don't have to do it. You just cut it into small wedges, just cut and turn, so that it gives a bit of pieces that you can still see. If you don't want it to be too spicy, you can just do the usual things that I do and scrape out all the seeds. And once you're done with that, then just cut it into small stripes. Okay, moving on to the next optional one too. I have kaffir lam leaves. This will provide the color contrast to the dish. It does give a little bit of taste too, but very little. We'll just use it like this. You can also just tear it up too, so that you don't have the mid-ribs. So next is the things that I think is very nice to have. Is sweet basil. You don't really need it, but it provides a little bit more fragrance into the dish too. So I'm gonna use about 1 stem like this. What I have to do is just really pick out all the leaves. We don't use the stems. I now have the Thai eggplant. It is round and it tastes very nice actually. It's slightly different than your normal purple or green eggplant. But if you cannot find this, you can just use normal eggplants too. It totally works. How you deal with it is you just cut out the stems and cut it into bite size. So for this big ones, I'll just cut it into maybe 3 or 4 pieces. For these eggplants, because I'm going to prepare other things first, if you let these things be in the normal air, it will just turn black. So it's not nice, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's bad taste. Now I have the water mixed with some salt, so you just use any salt water and just dump them in. It will help preserve the color a bit. Another vegetable I'm going to use is cherry tomato. This will provide sweetness and a little bit of sourness into the dish too. It's quite nice. Some people even use pineapple because it's also sweet and sour. So this is just easy preparation. Just pick out the leaves and then you're done. One last preparation, we move into the kitchen. I have now the chicken breast. Just cut it into bite size. So normally I prefer to use the chicken thigh because honestly I like the taste better. Also it's a little bit more forgiving when it's overcooked. Okay, let's start cooking. I'll start by heating up my pot first. And right away, you don't have to wait for the pot to be hot. Put in 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And followed by the 2 tablespoons of the red curry paste. Use low heat and try to break it apart. After about 2 minutes, add 1 cup of coconut milk. Then followed by half a cup of water. I use my coconut box to measure the water here. Stir it a bit and bring it to boil. Okay, and I have the pot boiling again. Normally you will see that most people put in the chicken first, but because it's a chicken breast now, I don't want to overcook it and I want the eggplant to be a little bit soft. I like it that way. So we will start by putting in the eggplant first. Keep it boiling and try to stir it from time to time. The eggplant, if it's exposed to air and not touching the hot liquid, it will turn slightly blackish. Just stir for the first 2 minutes or so and let it boil. I cooked the eggplant for about 10 minutes in total until turn off the gas. Okay, now it's time to season it. So normally the pre-packaged curry paste will be a little bit salty. So you might want to taste it a bit before you put the fish sauce in. But I already taste mine and fortunately it's not too salty. So I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of fish sauce. And then 2.5 teaspoons of sugar. Alright, I think my eggplant is now soft. So I start putting in the tomato and right away I'll also put in the chicken. Stir from time to time and make sure that the chicken is cooked all over. Now the chicken is about to be cooked. We'll put in the rest of the herbs into the pot and we just stir it a bit. You don't need to cook these things too much and then we are done. There you have it. If you liked the video, don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time. Sawadee krap.